An old sport is attracting a new generation of female athletes. They're strapping on roller skates and finding not only fun, but a kind of power in the rink. Anna Kusmer takes us to the Habitat for Sports complex that's in Uxbridge.
Kat Peel has played sports all her life, but never with the kind of passion she has for roller derby and her team.
You get to come to this place where it's just like super strong women. It's like, I don't want to use the term safe space, but it's a very safe space. But then on the flip side, it's nice to be somewhere where you can be like unapologetically aggressive and you can just go hard. So it's really good emotionally and physically. There's no downside.
Peel says roller derby gives women permission to be loud and aggressive. Each player has a derby name. Peel goes by Wildish Jambino.
Your derby personality quickly becomes your real personality. In derby, you're allowed to be like who you want to be. And then you quickly realize, like, oh, I can be me anywhere. No one is going to stop me from being all of this all the time. And that's really freeing.
The game has a long history in the U.S. It was popular in the 1940s and 50s and went out of style for a while.
Welcome to skate night at the warehouse.
When the movie Whip It came out in 2009, it attracted a whole new generation of players.
It's just being able to express yourself and being yourself in a way that you can't do anywhere else in the world.
Samantha Woodworth goes by Nancy Drewblood. She likes that derby is about women owning their space.
As a woman, you try to not take up, you want to stay small, you don't want to be in people's way, you don't want to step on toes, so you just kind of curl into yourself a lot and I'm still doing it. But in derby, the fact that I can kind of spread myself out and my body is such a good shape that I can actually take up space and stop people from getting by is such a great empowering feeling where I'm like, oh, I'm useful. My whole body is actually a useful tool for me right now.
If you're bigger, you can block or push people aside. If you're smaller, you can weave around other players. Nancy Skian, also known as Pocket Rocket, is a former figure skater. By day, she's a doctor. On the derby track, she's a jammer, and her goal is to break through the pack.
The best feeling in the world.
What does it feel like?
It just feels like you're free, you just sort of came through the woods and then there's this opening and you're free and it's just awesome.
You're flying.
Yeah, exactly, until you come around again and then you have to do it all over again.
Which they do. Even though they lose most of their games, that's okay, the players say. Winning is great, but it's about more than that. Anna Kusmer, WGBH News.
Men can participate in roller derby too, other men, I should say. But around the world, the sport is played mostly by women.